Turning to Your Voice, Your Vote coverage this morning. Tomorrow's nonpartisan primary will reshape Green Bay's city council. There will be a primary in 5 out of the 12 districts, and President Brian Johnson and Vice President Bill Galvin not running for re-election this year. Kristen Allen joining us, breaking down the primaries for us this morning, live outside City Hall, talking about District 6 at this half hour. Kristen, tell us about the candidates.
Good morning. For District 6, incumbent Prestley is taking on 2 challengers in this race. District 6 includes the areas near Bay Beach Amusement Park and the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. Incumbent Prestley says affordable housing is an issue he intends to continue to focus on, as well as public safety.
Still cost of living, still housing. I think from what I've been talking to residents about, people are concerned about public safety and specifically with immigration. I have a majority minority district, and so that's at top of mind for a lot of people. So just want to make sure that everybody feels protected and safe in this community, and that this community is welcoming to everybody.
And there are 2 other candidates in this primary. Paul Boucher and Andrew Bronson did not respond to interview requests. Again, that primary is tomorrow. Voters will cast ballots for 1 candidate in each race, and then the top 2 vote getters will be on the April 7th ballot. You can go to our website, WBAY.com, to hear interviews with the candidates from the other primaries as well. Reporting live in Green Bay, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.